Federal government's big. Federal government's big. It's made a bitch out of all of us. The federal government is big. It's made a bitch out of all of us. And see, that's my point I wanted to get back to when we talk about George Floyd. And I thought about this when I was in the shower last night. I was thinking about George Floyd and the criticism and the whole conversation that always pops up about George Floyd and this concept of policing. And you all think it's really about George Floyd. This is the mind-blowing part. You think it's about George Floyd. It's very little to do with George Floyd at all. Anytime a police officer is able to manhandle you, is able to get belligerent or obnoxious with you, or anytime an officer is able to arrest you without probable cause, or anytime an officer is able to threaten you, or anytime an officer uses excessive force, or anytime an officer shoots the wrong suspect, or anytime an officer IDs the wrong suspect and takes them in and they have to go through the legal process of vindicating themselves of whatever would be crime. Anytime that happens, you're seeing the outgrowth of a police state. And because you're scared of Muslims, and because you're scared of black men, and because you're scared of roaming, raging, whoever, because you're afraid, you will allow that outgrowth. That is not American. I'm sorry to tell you that, my friends, is pussy. That is not American. If you give up your freedom for security, you will have neither, and you deserve neither. I love some of our founding fathers, some of our early American thought leaders and philosophers. Oh, they cut straight to the point, right? Flaws included. I mean, everybody has flaws. A nation was young. We had a young nation, and their flaws could end up being a fatal flaw. We don't know yet. Time will tell. We still have some time to save the republic, but I just love the way they talked. Oh, these people talked with some balls, okay? If you trade your freedom for security, you will have neither. You won't have it, right? You won't have either one. Let's get that out there. But more importantly, you don't fucking deserve either. I fucking love that. I fucking love that he took the time to reiterate. Not only do you not deserve either one, not only will you not get either one, you don't fucking deserve either one. It's almost as if he was saying, if you betray your American citizenship at a level where you're willing to give up your freedom for security, you have become a level of pussy that now opts you out of the God-given rights and American citizenship that we're trying to grant to you. It's almost like you can actually pussy your way out of the deal, which is fucking awesome. I mean, this is smash mouth populism right there. Yes, we won. We created New Jerusalem. This is a nation, indivisible, under God. You have God-given rights. God is the highest authority, the creator, not the government, you, self-governance. But the prerequisite for self-governance is you have to have some sacred honor. You have to have some faith. You have to have some integrity. You have to have some fortitude. And if you don't have that, you can opt out of you can opt yourself out of the deal. It's like you have to renew, right? You have to renew your subscription. We'll give you a 7-day free trial of American citizenship. But if at the end you decide that you're such a pussy, you would trade that freedom that we've given you the trial for more security, then we're going to unsubscribe you. The police state, motherfuckers. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Every time you get pulled over and you have to worry, is this police officer maybe drunk? Are they suffering from mental health issues, trauma on the job? Just having a bad day? Maybe they saw 8 other assholes today, citizens that were giving them shit for no reason, and now I'm the 8th one, and I'm gonna catch the brunt of the whole deal. Every time as American citizenship, you can't rightfully and effectively stand up for yourself against the federal government or any of its subsequent authorities, like the police or a court of law. Anytime that happens, the federal government is grown too big. And it growing too big is somewhat out of your control. I won't say that that's not the case. That's for your elected officials who you did vote for, but a lot of times they lied to you and they went to represent you, and then they bent to the convenience of more security. In their case, it's more financial security and social status security than it is physical security. Although they get that too, right? I mean, the Congress gets to enjoy doing their work with the Capitol Police, right? And you have to worry about going out of your office and getting mugged at going to your car, and then you're waiting for the local cops who are overtaxed and overrun, underfunded. You have to worry about them coming to save you. Scam. Um, but anyway, some of the outgrowth of the police state isn't or wasn't in your control. But what is in your control is the perspective and the sentiment you bring to the American political process and the way that you use your voice. I think we all think way too little of the way we use our voice. We've been tricked by social media to believe that we have a voice. We've been given a voice, but many of us haven't increased that responsibility that we carry about our voice online. I don't care if you have 5 followers or if you have 5 million followers. Be conscious of the shit you're saying. Be conscious of the shit that you lend to the zeitgeist. Be conscious of the things you contribute to the machine. And if you're on there cucking for the police state, you have no right to complain about where this country is, where it's been, or where it's headed. Because there was nothing about our founding principles, our founding beliefs and ideals that would suggest that our founding fathers wanted us to live under a police state. And that's exactly what we live under. It ain't about George Floyd. It's about Owen Schroyer, who I think we're going to have on the podcast this week. It's about Alex Jones. It's about Steve Bannon. It's about Donald Trump. It's about anybody now who's going to speak out against the establishment, who they'll bring legal punishment against. It's about them.